Hey, I want to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Luxury Podcast, your source for all things luxury and travel. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Kerri Rosson on the line, and she specializes in travel, FinTech, and aggregated data. Kerri, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it.
All right, so first off, I want to get into your specialty because I know you're a rare breed specializing in those three things, so travel, FinTech, and aggregated data. So first, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
So first of all, to be able to really be a master in these areas, you kind of have to go through the ranks. I started many years ago as a frontline travel agent, moved all the way up through working at American Express as a business development manager for the entire global business travel industry and also in luxury travel. I moved over also into card, learning about FinTech, virtual payments, virtual credit cards, and how they impact the travel industry, and then moved over again on a contractual basis to work with some aggregated data, which created a knowledge base that is really a rare breed because very rarely do you have somebody who has walked in each path. So what I'm seeing going forward right now is, of course, we have the COVID-19 thing, which is a downer and everything else. But if you're looking at the statistical data, people looking at leisure or luxury vacations or travel in general is up 36% over what they had estimated during a healthy year, which means the minute that this is done, everything is going to take off. It will be whoever can hit the front lines fastest wins. And that's where having, there's a company that I potentially might be aligning with called Grasp Technologies, and they work with, and also WEX, virtual credit cards. These companies are able to embed and cleanse data out of GDS systems and trams and all kinds of stuff to give these huge companies in leisure and in business travel completely granular data so they can control all of their spend, which will be the biggest trend after this is all over. Because as people ramp up and they start wanting to get travel going, the outgoing cost is going to be super important. And knowing where all those dollars or euros or rand are going is going to be paramount to success in business in both leisure, luxury travel, adventure travel, business travel. It will be what makes people or breaks people. So
wow.
This is data. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
go ahead.
I think that's really interesting what you said about about what's going to happen as soon as all this is over. Like everybody's going to want to travel. They're going to want to get out.
They absolutely do. And if you think about it, we had a great economy. It was humming. It was moving along. Unemployment was low. So if you look at the data saying that we are like 33 to 36% higher in inquiries now than we were estimated to be. You know, I was looking at going to Italy with my daughter. I bought round-trip tickets for $859. That's both of them. So what people can do now is afford to do a cruise or a trip to Europe or a trip to Africa, which I love because the costs are so low. If you buy now to travel in August, you're getting the deal of the century. You're literally making a return on investment for yourself.
And so I know that you're also looking for a new opportunity and looking to align with a company that's going to really benefit and that you're going to complement with your skill set and they're going to complement with their resources in terms of using your skill set. What are the right types of companies that you're looking to align yourself with?
So either really high-end luxury companies, which I did specialized adventure and luxury travel for many years, and is really one of the top 3% in luxury market as far as being an agent or an agent owner, or within the travel FinTech area with the aggregated data, such as companies like Grasp Technologies, because they are so advanced, or companies like WEX, which is another one that I was looking at, which is virtual card. And it will be, especially with December 31st coming up, there's a lot of rules and regulations that are going into Europe where you're going to have visas. And if you try to use a hard plastic card to book something, you're going to get an automatic decline. Having these kind of FinTech abilities such as virtual cards for any company, corporation, business travel, even leisure travel, will allow you to make the reservations seamlessly. And the last thing you want to do is be booking a trip for a VIP, whether it's business or leisure, and be like, you know what, your credit card was declined. You're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to find a way to do a multi-faceted authentication for your credit card to allow you to stay at a hotel. Virtual card doesn't need that. They're already PCI and GDPR compliant. And so that makes it seamless. So companies are going to want to have these virtual card accounts so that they can make these purchases on behalf of their clients traveling overseas.
Wow, that's it seems like travel is getting pretty advanced and pretty technical. I mean, for me, traveling is going from Santa Monica to Malibu, and so far there's not a toll yet on the PCH, so we're good there, but who knows, they're probably going to add a toll. You heard it here first, it's going to be a toll going from Santa Monica to Malibu pretty soon, from pier to pier.
You know what, they do that in Chicago, and you have to, budget, how much am I going to spend to go to work this week? So, when working in the city. So, no, I totally understand. But a lot of people aren't thinking forward to December 31st because what happens is not only do you have all these payment compliances going, but also Americans will need a visa to go to Europe, to any country in Europe. And you have to do it, you can do it up to 14 days or whatever prior, but no sooner than 72 hours before departure. So what you used to be able to just say, hey, let's go to, as a business traveler, let's go to the UK, I have a meeting. These have to be better planned out. You have to have companies that are more dynamic so that they can get these visas for you so that you can have seamless travel. The worst thing that could happen is have your traveler go to the airport and be turned away because they don't have the right visa, especially for Europe since we're not used to doing it.
Yeah, that's going to be all tough. That's going to be all bad news. Well, for me, not for other people that are good travelers, but for me who's used to do I have a hotel yet or do I? No, it's going to be all bad, Kerri. That's all right.
You're going to have your visa. You're going to have to make sure that you have a multifaceted authentication for your credit card or the hotel will decline it. It is legislation. And hotels have been, really going to Congress and trying to push to get this changed, and the EU is like, nope, sorry, too bad. So unless you have the ability to do virtual card or some kind of multifaceted authentication and being what they call GDPR compliant, you're not even going to be able to use your regular credit card. So it's going to be much more challenging, especially in a leisure or luxury market when people aren't used to being, badgered about data or even with, business travel, especially your vice presidents, your presidents, and they're needing to go someplace right away. How do you take care of them? You need these FinTech travel tech companies. Otherwise, you're really going to be up a paddle, up a creek without a paddle. They're no longer be able to do any kind of faxing. It's not compliant, and you'll get an immediate decline. In the leisure, in the leisure space, once we start traveling, it will really be like a volcano going off. It will be whoever can move the fastest to get space. I've been that person exciting. Think about trying to get Phuket during Christmas. Doesn't exist. You have to book it a year in advance. Now put these other compliances in place. It's about whoever's the fastest and the smartest. And if you don't have FinTech and travel tech, you're going to be sitting on the outside. Your client's going to go someplace else.
So, Kerri, first off, thank you for this update and letting us know what's going on in the industry, especially myself personally, because I'm not prepared. But that being said, if somebody wants to reach out to you and learn more about what you do, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can always go on my LinkedIn, which is just my first name, Kerri, last name Rosson. Or they can email me at my first name, Kerri 2903 @yahoo.com. Yes, I still have Yahoo. Or, they feel free to call or text me at 312-489-7744.
Perfect. Well, hey, Kerri, it's been awesome having you on the show today, and thank you for all your updates on what's going on in travel, FinTech, and some of the new things that are coming down the pipeline. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Luxury, definitely give us a subscribe there, and also leave us some comments on the video. I mean, love to know what kind of things you're working on. And Kerri, thanks again for coming on the show.